Hello, fellow YouTubers. It's Sweet Liberty Americana. Popping in. I know it's been a while since you've heard from me. I've just been all caught up with all this election nonsense going on. But, anyways, that's what I'm here to report on. Um, Being that, the election is almost over, it's been a very close call, especially on the last couple of key states that are left still. Um, but there still is some states out there, such as North Carolina and Georgia. Um, Wisconsin and Michigan just turned in their votes. And we're still waiting on Alaska, which I think will definitely be a Trump state, being that, that's one of the biggest places we get our oil from. So since Biden was against fracking and all, I believe we will take Alaska. Um, but a couple of odd things have popped up. I've been following the election very closely since yesterday. I did vote in person at the polls, and of course, I voted for my president. I think he is what's best for our country, and I think that that is what America needs right now. Um, but after that, I came home. I was following it on the news, online. I try to watch where I get my information from because it just different things are scrambled all over the place. So you really don't know what's accurate and what's not. Um, but by Trump was doing very well, and what I find fairly odd is that I was watching North Carolina and Georgia last night, and at about 9 o'clock in the evening, they were still at 96% of votes counted for those states. And when I woke up this morning, it was the same thing. And as I checked the news just, about an hour ago, it's still the same thing. So I don't understand why um, it's taking them so long to count the rest of the votes. Because, like I said, those two states were with North Carolina and Georgia were showing Trump in the lead. So that makes me believe that they put those the final results on hold. I think that that has been over for a while, but instead they decided to post Biden's winning states, such as Wisconsin, and he just took Michigan. However, we still have Arizona left, and let's see, there's Arizona, Alaska, North Carolina, Georgia, and then the key state, which is Pennsylvania, which also shows Trump in the lead. So, a lot of Biden people are thinking that he's won and everything, but they still have to do a lot of mail-in ballot counts. And since the votes were so close in Michigan, I guess Trump ordered a recount on that state. So, of course, Biden climbed up in the electoral votes, because, like I said, his states, which were only at like 47% as of last night, all of a sudden he took three states, which I find odd. Like I was saying, North Carolina and Georgia have been at 97%, and they're still not even, they're still counting votes, which it doesn't make sense to me. So it's still too early to call. Because I know with Pennsylvania, that one's worth, I believe it's 20 electoral votes, maybe more. Um, but if Biden wins Arizona, it's over. So Trump, they really need to get those numbers in as far as North Carolina, Georgia, and Pennsylvania, which they seem to think is going to take 3 days to count all the ballots, which is a bunch of hogwash. But, you know, according to everything else, I just don't see how Biden could have won this election or is winning this election. There was not a lot of support for the man out there. He had a very low count at his rallies. A lot of people, when asking who they're voting for, always would say Trump. And I don't know why people would be okay with voting for a president that is going to raise your taxes, for one. We're all going to be on a shutdown, probably with martial law. We're all going to be shut down again, okay? Because they want to push this mask thing, this COVID thing. They're going to shut us all down. So there go your rights again to leave your home, to go back to school, to go back to some sort of normalcy. That's gone. And they want to come after our guns now. They want to get rid of the Second Amendment. And so they've been chipping away at our liberty, at our freedom for a while now. They want to control everybody through socialism, so that we could basically be their slaves and do whatever they ask of us. And we've already showed that we submit and give away our rights like that. So that's what was very important for Trump to win this election, because we are the last free state. We are the last free country. And we have been privileged, all of us, to live in this free, beautiful country. And now they want to take all of our freedoms that we once stood for, and they want to gain control and just start a whole new country. And not only this time are the black people going to be slaves and in chains, this time we all are going to be. So I really hate to say it, but this election was very important, not only to us, but to your children and your grandchildren, who are no longer going to be able to have the freedoms that we once stood for. So, this thing could still turn around and Trump could win, but I do think that they need to relook at this election carefully and see if there was any type of meddling, interference, fraud, just because I'm sure if the other side was doing the same thing, they would be doing the same thing as well. So, hopefully, we'll know by the end of the day, and we will see who will be the new president. But I still stand behind you, Mr. Trump, and a lot of Americans still do. I love my country. I love my flag. I will never take a knee. I will always say the Pledge of Allegiance. I will always say the national anthem and stand. I will always honor those brave soldiers who fought to give us this freedom that a lot of people just shat on. So I love my country, and I will never stop fighting for it. And that's pretty much all I got to say today. So we'll probably more than likely find out. So anyways, I just wanted to pop in and say hi and let Mr. Trump know that I still support him, and I'm thankful and grateful for everything that he's done and overturned and have done to bring jobs back to our country, to cut a lot of the regulations that were weighing down on businesses where they would go overseas, and that's That's pretty much what he was doing. He was trying to get our jobs back. He was trying to fight for us, to put America first before anything else. And I really hope that people know the damage they have done by voting for Biden, who is not at all uh, equipped to be a president. With the way his mind has gotten, he is demented. He has dementia. He forgets things, important things. Sometimes he doesn't know where he's at. He doesn't know the Pledge of Allegiance. He doesn't know the Constitution. Just last week he said he was running for Senate. I mean, do you want to be the laughing stock of the world by electing this man? You have better luck. You're better off electing a cabbage. But what's going to happen now is if Joe Biden wins, they're going to put Kamala Harris in there, who hates America anyways, who is part of destroying it, who is in for dividing us and causing all this violence and havoc and looting and not doing anything about it. They're going to put her in power because they will say that Joe Biden is incompetent to become a president. And Kamala Harris has no experience whatsoever. She cannot handle the pressures of being a world leader. So, who's next? The Wicked Witch, Nancy Pelosi. There you go. There's the communist that everybody has been waiting for, that the Democrats just want to have as our leader now. That was their whole plan all along. Because you got to be as dumb as a doornail to think that Joe Biden has what it takes with the way his mind is. The way he's not right up here. Because his brain is deteriorating. You got to be as dumb as a doornail to think that they didn't know Joe Biden was like this. Of course they did. They knew. And the Democrats are the ones with all the money and all the power to rig things and make things happen in their favor. So they're going to bring Kamala Harris in. It's going to be too much for her. She won't be able to handle it. She won't know what the fuck she's doing. And then they're going to bring the Wicked Witch of the West, Nancy Pelosi. And there you go. That's it. So, anyways, yeah, I'm pissed off. I'm very pissed off. I'm not just pissed off at the way this election's going. I'm pissed off at my fellow Americans who would sell out their country and vote for somebody whose mind is not all there. Somebody who wants to take away your freedom. Somebody who wants to let all your jobs go back to China. Somebody who's not, they don't care about you. So, thank you very much for making that happen. I'm sure your children and your grandchildren will love that very much. It would have been nice if they could have saw the American dream and what it is like to be a true free country. But you believe the news, you believe your professors, you believe whatever people tell you. You believe the hatred, you believe the racism, you believe all that shit. And you can't even make up your own mind. You don't do your research. You don't look into it. You don't see who's behind these things. So, yeah, it's all your fault. Anyways, and I'm sure I'll get some hate mail for this, but hey, it's free speech still as far as I know. Well, I don't know. Maybe YouTube will censor me. But anyways, I don't give a shit. I'm going to still say whatever I damn well please. I'm not going to wear a mask. I'm not going to comply. I'm my own boss. I'm free. You get that? I'm free. You may not be. You may be a bitch to the government, not me. Never. Never will I sell out. Never will I give in to my country. Never. So that's me, and that's who I am. Sweet Liberty Americana is my name, and that's what I represent. So, everybody out there, have a good day. Everyone out there, stay safe. Because there is wackos out in that street that nobody gives a shit, that they're destroying, burning, killing, looting, doing all that crap. Nobody gives a crap. They bail them out of jail and they have them do it again. They topple down statues, they destroy history, they ruin this country. So stay safe to all the innocent Americans. Stay safe. Protect your family. Hold on to your guns. Like they say, come and get it. Come and take them. So, anyways, that's it for today. I rambled on enough, but I had to get it off my chest because I was really starting to get pissed off. Anyways, maybe I'll pop in later on and say hi, see how things are going. Maybe Trump will win. If it does, I'm going to do my jig out in the street. All right, so anyways, here's my Donald Trump shirt. Vote to thrive, vote 45, because he's the 45th president of the United States and the best president in my book. All right, well, you stay safe, America, and God bless you and God bless our country while we still have it. Peace.